Yeah, welcome back everybody. Checked the snares today, and actually we're pulling all the snares today. It's that time of year. We've just had 30 below weather for a week straight. So it's finally like 10 degrees today, so it's actually nice outside. So just had one of the baits here. I checked two other baits with nothing in the snares, and the bait is up and around the corner here. A lot of fresh coyote tracks in here, and I got old Jarvo with me today, and we connected on a coyote. So we'll take a look at him. But there's Gary, and just had a snare underneath that tree right here, and got a coyote laying here. So it's the middle of February already, so I'm not expecting very good fur on them. Really rubbed on the ass end there for sure. So I don't know if we're going to keep them or not yet. I've got to look at them, but I seem to have planted another power ram somewhere, because I'm going to be one short when I get totally done. So I started the year with 24, now I have 22. Whatever. Don't know what to do about it. So, but big mature coyote, I think, and that's number 56. So we got two baits to check yet. So I don't think we'll be breaking 60 by any stretch of the imagination, but 56 is a good number anyway. So we're going to get him out of here and go check those last two baits. So thanks for watching everybody. We will check back. Well, as you can see, I'm home in the garage. So pulled all the snares, all the power rams and everything, and in the last clip you've seen that I said that was number 56, and in the previous video that was number 52. Along with the rest of the country and Canada, we went through the old 10 days of 30 below weather, and I went out and I checked one day, and it was 28 below, and I didn't feel like bringing the camera with, and actually did bring the GoPro with, and I think it lasted like 9 seconds and the battery went dead, so I didn't get any footage. GoPro, you need to work on that because they're horrible in that respect. So picked up 3 out west. 2 were rubbed beyond, you know, any salvageable fur, so threw those on the bait pile, and brought 1 home, which was still a good one. And then the last check, you seen I was out west, pulled all the snares, and had 1 coyote out there, and here it is. Still got really thick, good belly fur, but you can see kind of on the sides it's starting to get woolly. All the guard hairs are starting, they're still there a little bit, but it's not as good as what it would have been, you know, a month ago. Still thick in the mane and everything, so, you know, overall it's still a decent coyote, but this was a female, and you could see that she was in heat. So it was time to pull, but given the weather and the conditions, I just let him ride for, you know, a couple weeks longer than I wanted to. I went up north to the other bait. I had the GoPro with there, left it outside on my end gate for 15 minutes, and came back and hit record and was going to do this kind of finale, if you will, outside, and I got 31 seconds of footage, and the camera battery went dead, and that was a full battery when I left home. So, and it was 15 degrees out or something, so GoPro batteries lick balls. That's just how it is. So with that being said, the final tally for the year is 51 coyotes, 2 fox, 4 raccoon, 2 badgers, and I think 5 porcupines. Got probably 95% of that all on video. Some of them I didn't video when I just forgot the camera or for whatever reason. But you get what you pay for, right? So, you know, with that being said, overall, pretty happy with the year. It could have went a lot better, could have went a lot worse, you know, with the conditions and with everything. 57 coyotes, you know, it's not that bad. I wish the market was a lot better, but, you know, you give and you take, and that is what it is. There's nothing we can do about that. We can blame COVID, we can blame whatever we want, but it is what it is. A $50 bill for a coyote, it's still worth it financially to go out after them. It's not as good as what it was last year, for sure, and the previous 5 years, but with everything, you know, coyotes might be $20 next year, and you guys who have river otters or fisher or muskrats could be making the bank, and we could have, you know, just a mediocre year here in North Dakota for our fur. So it's just, you got to ride the waves, and you do it for the love of it, and to get out there and challenge yourself against a coyote and their wits and all that good stuff. So overall, very happy with it. As far as the channel goes, extremely happy with the amount of feedback I've gotten from people. Not really making videos for like educational type purposes. I'm not one to be teaching probably anybody. It's more for entertainment, just to show you a little bit of North Dakota and what we have to offer. And you know, the community that we have is fairly small in the trapping community, and I think more than now, or more than ever, with the new presidential election that happened, we really need to stick together, and it's really important for everybody in the United States, for sure, to support your local, state, and national organizations, because mark my words, guys and girls, they're coming for us. There's already legislations coming down the pipeline to ban all trapping in the United States. It already failed, but they're going to come at it, and they're going to keep coming at it and keep coming at it. And if we just sit back and say, well, somebody else is going to take care of it and take the fight to them, we have nobody to blame but ourselves if our rights are taken away or infringed upon in any way, shape, or form. So get out and support your local trapping organizations, National Trapper, every one of them. Support them. I'm in, I think, 3 or 4 life members of both our state and organizations, National Trapper Association, you know, members. So very important to keep up on that and be educated on what's coming down in your state legislation and on the national scale. So just with that, thank you guys for the support. I really appreciate it. I didn't think the channel would grow as much as it did, and you know, not that huge of a channel, but you know, almost 900 followers is pretty cool. So I appreciate that. Thank you guys very much for all that. And I guess I'll just leave you with you know, one other thing, that you know, what do we do with our fur if I don't sell it, or if I, you know, I keep it? And I've had things made in the past, and I know you haven't seen me wearing them, but I've had some beaver mitts made out of some beaver that I trapped, so I know exactly where these beavers came from and when I trapped them. These were made by Wild Things Fur out of Wisconsin. I'll put a link down in the bottom. Really economical way of using fur that might not be worth it on the fur market if you're going to take the time to trap it and go through all that work. and put them up, at least you get something out of them, and there's nothing warmer than natural fur. I don't care what anybody says. There's a reason why people have survived for thousands and thousands of years off of wild fur. So I've had those made. I've also had my coyote hat, and still has a tail on it. Kept the face on it, and it's just a trapper's hat. And I know the lighting's not the best here in the garage, but just another really warm hat, and pretty cool, good conversation piece. But that again, when you send your fur, your own fur, to Wild Things Fur, the price is really reasonable. So I have this hat, and then I also have a raccoon hat that looks similar, but obviously out of a raccoon. So try to keep the fur. If it's not worth anything for garment or for fur value, well then that is what it is. We're still helping the pheasants, the ducks, the grouse, the deer, everything by maintaining the populations of coyotes. So I guess that's it, guys and girls. I really appreciate it, and I'll probably be back in a couple of months, and we'll do some spring beaver trapping. I do that just for, I need some bait, I need meat to make the bait, I need the carcasses for the bait stations, and I need the caster for making my lure. So I don't go hot and heavy after it, but do it just to get out there and enjoy it in the springtime. And drew a turkey tag in North Dakota, which is guaranteed tag, but maybe we'll throw that, put a video on that. Should have maybe 4 tags between me and another guy, so call them in and decoy them in. That'll be fun. And then we'll see what the summer brings, but don't expect too much probably. And then we'll get back after it next fall and get after it for more coyotes. I am going to be adding to the arsenal for sure of the power rams. I'm looking at probably getting maybe another 4 dozen, so that'll give me up to 6 dozen of them, 72 minus 1 that I planted. I did find the other one, so I have 23 right now, and I know it's laying there somewhere, but unless it starts growing, I'll never find it. So that's a cost of doing business, I guess, but have to come up with a better system so I don't lose them. It's one thing losing a snare and another thing losing a power ram. That's 25 bucks right down the shitter, you know what I mean? So anyway, with that, I just want to thank everybody. I appreciate the support, and everybody stay safe, and hope everybody had a great year, and take care, and we'll see you again.